Hello friends, today I am here to discuss the SCR characteristics of the SCR, means the static characteristics of the SCR. So why it is needed to discuss the thyristor characteristics? Because we want to know the turning on procedure of the SCR. So how the SCR comes into the conduction, at which voltage it will comes into the conduction, that need to be studied. So because of that, we want to study the characteristics of the SCR first. So for every device, if you know the device very well, then you can use that device very well. Okay. So today's topic is the characteristics of the SCR, that to the static characteristics of the SCR. Now come, I will show you how the characteristics of the SCR look like. So for that, we need to set up the practical setup for the SCR. So see, the SCR is nothing but it is a anode, cathode and gate, 3 terminal, 3 junction device. So it is a 3 terminal, 3 junction device, which is called as the silicon control rectifier. Now we know that it is a rectifier, means the current flows through only one direction through the SCR, that is from anode to cathode. Okay. So at which voltage the SCR will comes into the conduction, that we want to find out. So that voltage is called as the breakover voltage of the SCR. So we can turn on the SCR without application of the gate current. See, we can turn on the SCR by applying the anode to cathode voltage, but the requirement of that voltage is very high, and because of that it is not recommendable at all to trigger the SCR without application of the gate current. But on the contrary, if you apply a little bit amount of gate current to the SCR may comes conduction at an earlier breakover voltages. So that is need to be studied thoroughly. So that's why I have chosen today's topic for discussion is the characteristics of the SCR. Okay. Now you can see the circuit arrangement. Here I have taken the SCR, which is nothing but TYN612. This is my thyristor. To the anode side, I have connected a lamp, a multimeter, therefore measuring the anode current, and the voltage which is connected between anode and cathode, that is of 0 to 100 volt. At the same time, I have connected a 0 to 30 volt supply for applying the gate current to the SCR at the gate terminal for forward biasing the gate to cathode junction of the SCR, and for measuring the gate current Ig, we are connecting a millimeter at the gate of the SCR. So this meter is measure the Ig, whereas this multimeter measures the value of anode current, and the voltage across the device is measured with the help of this voltmeter. So at which particular voltage the device comes into the conduction, that will come to know when the lamp will glow, as well as the voltage across the device suddenly falls from the VAK to the on state voltage drop of the SCR. So that is the meaning of studying the SCR characteristics. Now let us see. You can see from these characteristics, it is observed that when I am increasing the anode to cathode voltage right from 0 to onward, what will happen? As the voltage gradually increases at a particular voltage of my input, that is VAK, what will happen? The SCR will comes into the conduction at a particular value of Ig. Now let us assume that my Ig is of 5 milliampere. Means what? For Ig is equal to 5 milliampere, my SCR will start conducting, let's say it is 80 volt. So at an 80 volt, my SCR will start conducting for Ig is equal to 5 milliampere. And here what will happen? Suddenly the voltage drop down to the on state voltage drop of the device, and my current suddenly increases from this to this. Okay. So this current where my device suddenly goes into the conduction is called as the latching current. Means if you want to define the latching current is the current, that is the minimum value of anode current for which my device comes into the conduction. That is the definition of latching current. Means it is the minimum value of the anode current for which my device comes into the conduction is called as the latching current. Okay. And if once the SCR starts conducting, what will happen? If you further go on increasing the voltage, that is the anode to cathode voltage, what will happen? My anode current will go on gradually increasing. Okay. So, it will happen progressively, exponentially. It will goes exponentially. Okay. Now, suppose we will extend it up to 100 volt because our VAK is 100 volt. Now, after 100 volt, what we will have to do? We will have to turn off the SCR. But how to turn off the SCR? Because the SCR is connected into the DC circuit, and as you have seen the commutation video, my earlier video, that is of commutation of SCR, in which I have already explained, if you want to commutate the SCR in DC circuit, you will have to bring back the anode current below the value of the holding current. When my anode current falls below the value of holding current, at that time only my device will come out of conduction. Now, for taking out the SCR out of conduction, what I will have to do? I don't have the solution, because the gate loses, once the SCR starts conducting, the gate loses the control. So, even if you remove this part, still my bulb will glow. Okay. After VBO, means my bulb will start conducting after my latching current. Okay. So, my bulb intensity will go on increasing as the anode current will increase. Okay. So, now my only option remain with me is that I should reduce this value of anode to cathode voltage. So, I will start reducing the value from 100 towards the 0. So, what will happen ultimately? As I reducing the value of anode to cathode voltage, my anode current value will go on reducing and reducing and reducing. And at a particular point where my SCR comes out of the conduction, that value of current, anode current, is called as the holding current. Means holding current is the minimum value of the anode current for which my SCR remains into the on condition, below which my SCR comes out of the conduction. That is the meaning of holding current. Okay. So, means what? In our circuitry, below the value of holding current, my lamp will turn off. Okay. So, after latching current, the lamp will turn on. This is happen during the on procedure of the SCR, and my lamp will turn off after the holding current. Okay. So, this is the characteristics of the SCR, which is called as the static characteristics, and the static characteristics is plot of anode to cathode voltage against the anode current. So, this is the VAK versus IA. So, IA is the anode current, whereas this is the VAK, which is called as the anode to cathode voltage. Okay. Now, this is one characteristics. So, now what is the effect of gate current on the characteristics of the SCR? So, it is observed that as you keep on increasing the value of gate current, the conduction of the SCR happens earlier. Now, let us have, in first case, it is 80 volt at which my device starts conducting. Now, it may possible at 50 volt only my SCR comes at the conduction. So, now let us say, if my IG is 5 milliampere in first case, for second case IG is equal to 5.2 milliampere. So, this is my IG2. For IG2 is equal to 5.2 milliampere, my SCR will start conducting earlier than this voltage. Okay. But the characteristics remain same because it is a device characteristics. So, this device characteristics will remain same. Means from VBO2 it will goes to latching current, and thereafter it increases rapidly. Okay. So, the study of this is called as the studying the characteristics of the SCR. So, what we have observed, we can turn on the SCR at an earlier voltage by increasing the value of gate current. So, gate current is responsible for the turning on procedure of the SCR. That is our conclusion. Okay. Now, this anode current, how the anode current comes into the picture, or what is the equation for the anode current which flows through the device? You can write, you can see here the anode current is nothing but alpha 2 into IG. IG is nothing but the gate current. This alpha 2 is nothing but it is the gain of the transistor which is available in SCR, that is second transistor. So, there are two transistors in the SCR, transistor 1 and transistor 2. From that, transistor 2 gain into IG is the alpha 2 into IG plus ICO1 is the leakage current of first transistor, ICO2 is the leakage current of second transistor divided by 1 minus alpha plus alpha 1 plus alpha 2 is the equation for the anode current which is flowing through the device when it is turned on. Okay. So that comes to the today's conclusion. What we understood from these characteristics, the anode current depends upon the value of the gate current. As the gate current increases, the required anode to cathode voltage decreases, as well as once the SCR gets triggered, gate lose the control. So only option remains with you is that reduce the anode to cathode voltage to turn off the conducting SCR. That's all for today's. If you like my video, please do like, subscribe and share my video. Thank you. Thank you for your patience listening. Thank you.